Hey guys, it's Dr. Isfahan. So I'm going to answer a question that I always get an email about, which is what are the products that I need to use as we're transitioning out from being warm to cold? My scalp is dry, is itchy, is flaking. What do I need to use? These are just basically some winter tips that I have for you guys. The first thing is, as always, healthy hair begins at the scalp. That's what we preach here at Alodia. I'm just going to reiterate that especially when you are entering these winter months, your scalp can get kind of dry, flaky. Also, if you have autoimmune problem like eczema or something like that, or psoriasis, the cold air can trigger it. So you really have to stay on top of those plaques. And what I love to use, which is one of my favorite products, is the organic black soap wash. I would recommend this for anybody's winter routine. What I tend to do, because I don't really have problems with my scalp unless I'm waiting too long to wash my hair, but I tend to couple it with my conditioning shampoo. This is like a pepperminty, kind of minty lavender, very low sudsing shampoo. So 1 week I will use my conditioning shampoo, which is very moisturizing and tingly, and it really makes your scalp feel good. And then the next week I will use my organic black soap wash. So these are definite in my cold weather regimen. The next tip for you guys is to deep condition, deep condition, deep condition. I can't say it enough. Cold air actually can dry out the hair fibers, and the hair it's not living. So you really have to nourish these strands, because the strands, they can become dry and brittle and actually pop off. So I do this during the summertime as well, but if you're not someone that likes to use deep conditioning masks, or you don't really have the time, this is the season to do it. So I recommend our Nourish and Hydrate Deep Conditioning Mask. This is like a staple for me. I get a lot of questions about how did I grow out my hair? And it's all about like keeping your hair moisturized so that it's not popping off, so that you're not breaking as much as you're growing from the root. You're always growing hair. You grow about a half an inch to an inch every month. But the key is to stop the ends from breaking. And how you do that is by infusing your hair with moisture. And consistency is key, which is what I always say. Consistency is key. So doing this once a week for 10 to 15 minutes, just like keeping it in your hair from 10 to 15 minutes is way better than doing a 24-hour deep conditioning mask one time a month. You know what I mean? So it's more so the consistency of it versus just a one-off kind of a thing. So I would recommend that you use this. And as I look at it, you could see I am almost out, because I use this every single week, and it's made all the difference with my hair. The third tip that I have is to do protective styling. And protective styling is not created equal. Like if you like to do like the faux styles, like the faux locks or the twists or the braids that are actually like installation styles, I would actually tell you to limit those, because they put tension on your follicles and it can cause trauma to the follicle, which can actually lead to hair loss. So I more so like protective styles where you use your own hair. So whether you're doing 2-strand twists, which is my absolute favorite style, or if you're doing like a kind of a bun or something like that where those ends are protected, I feel like the winter months are the best months to do it. The products that I like to use with protective styles are either my buttercream, which is more of a thicker consistency cream. If you can see, it's not coming out. It's nice and thick, but it's not going to make your hair greasy. You know what I mean? It's also nut-free. I also like to use my hair cream. So like the hair cream is like an everyday moisturizer. You can also use this to do like twist outs or something like that. My fourth tip is, I know that people like to straighten their hair, or some people do, for the holiday season like Thanksgiving and Christmas or even New Year's. I like to blow my hair out a little bit. And you have to really protect your hair, because it can become dry because of the cold. And then when you put heat on it, heat will evaporate the water in the cortex of the strand. So you really have to be careful. So in addition to using the the shampoo and the deep conditioner, I like to use our heat style cream. And this is a heat protectant, so it actually contains water-soluble silicone. But the great thing about this is that you put it in your hair, it protects because it has the silicone, but because the silicone is water-soluble, as soon as you go into the shower and you put that water on your hair, it's going to rinse out, as opposed to staying on your hair and blocking moisture from getting through. This is an amazing product. It also has like marula oil and really, really nourishing for the hair strands. And it's very light. Oops, I put too much, but it's very light, as you can see. My last tip is to use oils on your hair and lightweight oil. So my favorite oil is my Nourish and Grow Healthy Hair and Scalp oil. This is like the oil that I use. I even use it on my body. I use it on my baby son to like moisturize his little body after a bath. It's just such a great oil. It's all natural. You don't have to worry about the toxic chemicals or cheap oils like soybean oil being in this. It's high quality, all natural, very lightweight. I like to use this to give my hair some sheen. And this is an old wash and go, but you can see I still have sheen from it, and it's because of this product. So that's it. But those are the products that I would recommend. You also can use either the SOOTHE oil if you're having some itchies here and there, or I like to use my Flourish oil to help with stimulating the follicle. But if you wanted to get a really healthy routine, those would be the 5 steps that I recommend for the winter months. So I hope that this has been helpful. I'll speak to you guys soon. All right, bye.